Hello, it is N60 Sean here, and today, doing something a bit different. This is Super Dr. Mario Bros. So this is a Mario Maker level presentation video with a little bit of a twist, because I've made a title screen, some in-between level transition bits, and all of the levels are if they were part of the same game, Super Dr. Mario Bros. I've been trying to think of like a good concept for this for a while. And the Belly of the Beast level that I uploaded got quite a good response. So I thought, why not just build a whole game around the idea of Dr. Mario going around helping some of Bowser's soldiers rather than squishing them. So as you can see here, we have the giant of all giant green Koopas, which has got something wrong with it, which Dr. Mario needs to sort out as he quite literally enters the belly of the beast. So there's 4 levels in this video that I'm going to show you. Essentially, like maybe all from the same first world. I've tried to make the difficulty curve slightly rise through the level, so hopefully stage 4 is noticeably harder than stage 1, but I don't know. I might not have nailed that. It's quite a tricky one to get right. And the other thing as well. So all of the levels are based around giant Mario enemies. Some look better than others. I'm not gonna lie. The giant Koopa, which we're on now, that is, I think, the best looking of the enemies. Some of them are a little bit we're sort of pushing the boundaries of what we can sort of get away with. We're trying to recreate some of the pixels here. There's some Goombas bouncing around the stomach. I've tried to sort of recreate a few internal sort of organs of these creatures. I don't know what would be firing out the Goombas, but look, we have a blockage. We have a blockage in the sort of rear pipe of this Koopa, which I think is what might be causing the problems, don't you think, Doctor? So get your medicine. Lovely little bit of star medicine. Unblock that exit pipe so everyone can get pooped out nice and normally. And is that all fine? Yep, we're clear through. We're regular as clockwork. Just as like an added little extra to these levels, if you wanted to then all of a sudden be a bad doctor, it actually just destroy your patient, then I've hidden like some bits which allow you to do that, you massive sicko. As this red shell just undoes all the good lovely doctor work that we've just done. So pop yourself on the flag, Dr. Mario, good work. And that's patient 1 cured, kinda. And here's our second patient, the Spiny. As all those Goombas throw themselves off a mushroom. And here is the Spiny recreation. Again, some of them are a little ropey. I'd love to see an option where we can sort of create our own backgrounds and have more freedom over the palette tools and change the colours of a few things. As we're going through the internal organs of the Spiny, a lot more spiky in here, as one would guess. A big old spiky spiny heart as well. And as our first little puzzles, you noticed up there that there are blocks blocking our passage, for want of a better phrase. But oh no, the heart has now been turned to gold and all the heart stuff is free. So make sure you don't fall down there because it's all kicking off. You might have noticed that Mario's disappearing off screen. It's because I sort of so these levels would fit in with the kind of theme that we're going for of like an old NES game with the title screen and all that. I sort of lowered the resolution a little bit of this of the footage, because obviously in Mario Maker it's in full lovely HD, which didn't sort of fit really with the rest of the with the rest of the sort of artwork which I put together for the level and the sort of feel that I was sort of going for. And here's the final puzzle of making the bridge of invisible blocks. I've got an idea. That idea was just an influence from a guy called Jalio in one of his levels. He did a cool invisible block puzzle. And yeah, and that is the Spiny Cured, as you probably noticed as I was just whittering away there. And here's our third patient, an underwater patient. Not always the most popular of choices, but some underwater doctor work about to take place here. I think the Cheep looks okay. I was quite happy with how he turned out, or she, whatever way you want to go with it. As these swimming Goombas can just get themselves out of the way a minute. And we can start figuring out what is wrong with this Cheep. So a little bit of a different feel to this one. Again, the heart's always quite important thing to get right. It's always the first thing you come across. I mean, that's definitely a thing off of anatomy. So that P block, which you would know because you haven't seen it yet, but that does unblock this. A doorway over here. I'm not even going to make this. No, so there you go. You can see the doorway that we're trying to unblock. That'll teach me to be trying to be too hasty there, Dr. Mario, I think. But I think on Super Mario Maker, having the ability to maybe add some of these things in the game, like title screen, so you can sort of create your own Mario games, whole Mario games, as it were. I think that's the next step for this series. I mean, I don't know whether there is going to be a significant update released, which is going to add loads more customization tools for users to get to grips with. I think that would be wicked. I think like all of the successful customization games, like Minecraft and things like that, they were always evolving. New things were being added all the time, like The Sims as well, like with the expansion packs. But hopefully, don't make us actually buy them, Nintendo. Just give them to us for free, because everyone likes free stuff. So I think, Doctor, we are starting to see the root of the problem here. You've got a classic case of piranha plant blockitis by the looks of it, as those are chomping our way in front of the pipe. A couple of pow block medicines will probably do the trick here. Probably just one more for luck. There is a P block just in case you get to this stage and you don't have the Dr. Mario costume available, so you can use the P block to to free the pow blocks, just in case. See, I don't just throw this stuff together. And here we are, out the other side of the Cheep. Is there an Easter egg to then smash Cheep up? Yes, and on this occasion, I will show you said Easter egg-ish. And here it is, a giant mushroom, which in post-production I noticed sort of shatters the illusion of the of this resolution we're trying to create. 'Cause it looks all rubbish. But I noticed this quite late on, and I was like, it's not worth changing. You can suspend your disbelief for just 1 sec as we quite limply disembowel this fish. Was it even worth it? I'm not even sure it was. Can't get enough speed underwater. Right, this is quite painful. Come on. Give it up, mate. Give it up. Return to base. Now where are you going? Get back over there. There we go. And that is our third patient. The Cheep. And now who's next, Doctor? Oh, it's a Hammer Bro. Now, the Hammer Bro was quite a difficult one to get right, because obviously a lot of complicated pixels, a lot of Goombas and boots to try and sneak in and keep in good places. I'm not sure it was overly a hit, but we'll live and learn. So here we are inside the Hammer Bro. We've notched this up a little bit. We've gone for the Bowser's Castle environment. There are some hammers inside him. Nobody knows why. There are a lot of Hammer Bros about. That P block then releases a shell which can wipe out a lot of the Hammer Bros wherever they happen to be in this section of the level. And look at this big old heart. Big flaming Hammer Bro heart. Get your pill out. And onwards we go. I think it's safe. Here's an attempt at recreating some lungs. See how this works. And as the lungs go up, they like lift a thing. Yeah, sure, come on, let's go with it. That classic old thwomp in the stomach situation. It's probably got a little tummy ache. Just going to sort of right itself in just a sec. As you see, the difficulty is a little bit more complicated on this one. You've got a couple of options of power-ups here. You can go for the helmet, or you can scrub up, as it were, and go back as Dr. Mario. So that conveyor belt goes right, so it's not like a massive trap. And here will be the problem. A room full of giant hammer bros. Quite tricky to navigate, but there is a secret up here. Well, not a secret, just a little helper, as it were, should you need it, because that is quite a difficult thing to do. And I don't want people to have to force themselves to hurt themselves, so you can free those missiles and then the shells will be fired. I think that's some sort of medicine metaphor, I think. Lower the medicine and fire the good stuff. And again, I didn't want to make that too difficult, because again, this would be the first world in a whole game. There would be quite a long way to go yet, so I didn't want to overly complicate that level. So that was the Hammer Bros, and that was the final level on for Super Dr. Mario Bros. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Any pointers of the levels, any things you thought, any things you think I could add for like a subsequent video if I did a second video of some more levels for Super Mario Bros. All of those thoughts are more than welcome, and of course, as always, drop your level codes in the comments section, and I will have a little play through those as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, and also subscribe for more Mario Maker and other computer game based videos. Cheers everyone, bye.